Good morning. It's the first time I've woken up early in a long time. I can't remember the last time I woke up this early. I'm a night owl for sure, but constantly struggle with the idea of early to bed, early to rise, which I know is probably right. But here's my view this morning. It's really beautiful. I should do this more often. I have a nice field behind my house. It's just beautiful. This is my house. This is my garden right here. I was trying to think of how to get started and sharing some of my experiences with God and the gospel of Jesus Christ. And I think I just wanted to start off with sharing my first miracle that I experienced as a girl. I think I was a teenager at this point. But I used to be allergic to mosquitos. I have a scar on my arm. I can't turn my camera. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of like little white dots on my arm. Hopefully you can see it. I can't turn my camera around. But I have a scar on my arm from when I was allergic to mosquitoes. But my local congregation, which is called a ward, would have this thing on Sunday evenings where, because I'm from Utah, and my congregation would have these things called walk and talks, where different members of the church would take turns, hosting like a little get together at their house, and everyone in the neighborhood in the ward would walk around and go to the house. Anyway, I went to this lady's house. I was still dressed up in Sunday clothes, so I was in a skirt. And we were there until later in the evening outside. And I just got all of these mosquito bites all over my legs. Like, it was so bad. And I think that was the worst it ever was. Like, my legs just like blew up. Not like swelling, but just like streaking rash all up and down my legs, like so bad. And it was miserable. And I had gone to bed and tried to fall asleep. And I remember my dad coming in. The lights were off and he opened my door and the bright light came in, and I just remember him sitting quietly on the end of my bed and telling me that he felt like he was supposed to give me a priesthood blessing to heal me. And I was quite surprised. And a priesthood blessing, we believe that the priesthood is the authority and power of God that's been restored to the earth, the same power that Christ gave his apostles, that we have the privilege of having again today in the restored Church of Jesus Christ. And so he said, but you need to have the faith to be healed. And I was like, okay. I was like a young girl, So he gave me a priesthood blessing. He told me that I would be healed. And he said goodnight and he left. And I was like, still really itchy, still very uncomfortable. And I was just like, not looking at it and closing my eyes and just believing that when I wake up, everything would be fine, And it was actually not, it wasn't gone when I woke up. And I was slightly disappointed as a young girl that I was like, I was supposed to be healed, But, I kept having faith, like, that it would go away, even though it wasn't instantaneous. And it did go away fairly quickly, and I've never been allergic to mosquitoes ever since. It's kind of a small thing, but it's not. I mean, like, having a miraculous experience like that is amazing, but just for mosquitoes, it wasn't like I didn't go into like anaphylactic shock or anything when I was bit by mosquitoes, but I think that was the first experience I had that I recognized like this was a miracle. And it's little things like that that have strengthened my testimony over time, starting from a fairly young age. But I just wanted to share that first one, just to kind of try to get started on making some videos about the beautiful experiences I've had with God. I just want to bear my testimony that I know that the Church of Jesus Christ and His power and authority and the fullness of His gospel and truth has been restored to the earth. And for 200 years, the gospel has been being restored to the earth again in a land of freedom, where it could prosper and grow and begin the restoration of all things in the last days. And I just wanted to share that, and I'm sure I'll share some more things as time goes on. I was inspired to make this channel by watching some of David Alexander's videos. He was an evangelical Christian for 48 years, and just never felt like it had the full truth, and he just kept searching for what was right, and finally found it in the gospel of Jesus Christ. And his experience, he shares his experience that he lives in a van by the ocean. And he just makes little videos that are very plain and simple and not extravagant and not well produced, but they're just so inspirational and wonderful. And his simple testimony and his simple experiences have started to make an impact on thousands of people, because he's willing to share his thoughts and feelings and what he knows to be true. And I know that it's true. I feel it in my heart. And I love it. There's a little bunny running right up to me. Hello, little bunny. Hi, little guy. I know that it's true. I'm grateful for his testimony in helping me feel the Spirit and listening to it, and just feel peace in my heart. Do you want to feel peace in your heart? It's possible to just have simple peace in your heart through the truth of things. Anyway, I just wanted to share that. Here's another peaceful view. Here's a little bunny looking at me, eating some grass. Hopefully it's showing it okay. Oh, there he is. A cute little guy. Anyway, just wanted to share some of those thoughts, and I'll talk to you soon.